I'm just so bored. I got nothing to do this weekend. So, hello. Hello. I'm live to 0 people right now, but that's fine. I don't really care. I'm bored. Hopefully, somebody comes in and drops something in the chat to talk about. I guess before anybody shows up, I hope you guys like the shorts that I've been posting. Just me telling stories, but I mean, what else is there to talk about? There's really not a whole lot to talk about there. Especially when you only have like a 1 minute time frame. I know Notch, the guy who created Minecraft, he's obviously a rich guy. He's got like this huge widescreen monitor, and he hates YouTube Shorts because he doesn't have a monitor that you got the stupid that vertical phone video format. So of course he hates the idea of YouTube Shorts, and he hates the idea of watching it on his computer. That's why you need a phone. I don't know. Notch probably has like the fanciest phone in the world, so I don't know why he complains about YouTube Shorts so much. But I hope you guys like them. If you guys want to talk about anything, I have nothing to talk about. I have nothing I'm going to do. I'm just going to be dicking around in my kitchen. So you guys can type something in the chat for me. But I hope you guys like the shorts. I don't have anything else to give. I'm not going to open up a video editor anymore or anything like that. That time is come and gone. So like I say, I just posted a short about the Christmas special about the G-Man Squad prank call with Crackbone, and I've done a couple of those actually about that one. But I mean, that's a prank call for the ages. Like I think the only one comment that I got since I uploaded it an hour ago was, "Oh, this is one of the best prank calls ever." So it's cool to be a part of that. Anyways, somebody type something in the chat. I don't know. I'm not gonna have much to talk about today. I'm gonna be, like I said, I'm gonna be dicking around in my kitchen, and I'll just peek and see if anybody said anything. But some of those videos from 2009 are almost 15 years old, man. What the fuck? Where does the time go? Like, I can't believe it's 15. It feels like 10. It feels like 10 years old. It doesn't feel like 15. So, I don't know. What can you do? It's just another boring Saturday, another weekend. I mean, it's too early. I don't know. I kind of do Christmas shopping at the last minute, so it's a little too early to do that. But, God, man. To think that some of those videos from 2009, because that's 15 years, right? 2009 to 2024? Yeah, that's 15. So it's like, that's crazy to me. That's absolutely crazy. So I hope you guys like the YouTube shorts. That's just me telling stories. That's all I'm really good for now. I'm kind of an old man. I kind of was always like the 30-year-old boomer meme. That was me. So if you guys want to talk about anything, let me know. Just type something in the chat, and I'll fucking go off for a half hour about it. I don't care, but like, I don't know, ask me questions about the G-Man Squad Christmas special. Yeah, content making is a pain in the ass, man. Like, Phantom, like a lot of those old videos, man, the high effort ones, those took 1 month. A lot of those old videos we made 10, 15 years ago, that took 1 month to create from start to finish. So that gives you an idea of how hard it is sometimes, because you want to do it right. You don't want to do it wrong. So, I don't know, man. You got the Christmas special. You got the first Source Wars. I still think about this shit, man. Like, I know some of the old members give me shit about it, like for still kind of hammering old ass videos. But let me just defend myself here for a second. Like, how many people do you know, like, who are, I hate to use this specific example, but like any kind of celebrity or any kind of, I hate to use wrestling as a specific example, but like there are so many people that live off of their stories from 10, 15, 20 years ago, right? What's up, man? What's up, Baron? So it's like, I don't think there's anything wrong with, like, if you did something cool 10, 15 years ago, to talk about it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I really don't. I don't know why people have a problem with that. I know people kind of had a problem with that a few years ago, like when it was clearly everything was done. Like, I ain't Ross Scott, man. I didn't carry over my machinima audience to my own channel. I wish I did, but I, clearly wasn't thinking. I was, I mean, I don't know how many of you guys watched some of the old interviews I did, but like, part of me was thinking, like, I wanted to have like the college kid lifestyle, and that was a big mistake, man. I didn't want to do the YouTube stuff. I wanted to live like the high school college kid life, and I'm going to regret that till the day I die because it wasn't worth it. Like, do you think, who cares if you had fun in college? Who cares? So what do you guys want to talk about? I mean, I don't know, man. Some of my videos are almost 15 fucking years old. That's an eternity. That's an eternity because I mean, most of us are probably 30 or younger. You know. Did see something very cool 3-5 years ago and tried to revive it years later, but it did seem like I lost his talent or something. So I guess the only thing I can do is remember and move on. Yeah, that's you have to. You have to move on and do other stuff. That's what I did. I mean, I personally, I kind of alluded to this in one of those shorts that I posted a long time ago that I got really burned out from video editing and doing video production. And I can tell you all kinds of horror stories from the real world where it's like, man, dealing with these people is a pain in the ass. And I never like networked. If you're a video guy, if you got cameras and gear and stuff like that, like if you're in a small town, the only way you can make money is through weddings and kind of shit like that, where you can charge like a premium price for just filming somebody's freaking goddamn wedding. So I don't know. You know, the real world is a lot different than YouTube. I can tell you that. I learned that the hard way. YouTube does not translate to real life. So far, this is going pretty good. I have a few things to talk about, I guess. I don't know, just kind of coming. Dude, I wing everything now. I don't fucking plan anything anymore. Like, say, you know, talking about the old videos, man. You plan that shit for like weeks and weeks and weeks, and now I'm just like, oh, fuck it. 5 seconds before I'm going to go live and I'm going to talk about this, you know. So I don't know. What do you guys? Somebody tell me something to talk about. Somebody in the chat. Anything you want. I haven't really been watching any movies lately at all. I never even watched Oppenheimer. I never watched. What else is out there? The Killers of the Flower Moon by Scorsese. I didn't watch that. I always go back to movies because I don't really want to talk too much about anything else because I don't know what I'm talking about. But being burned out by music, been at it for 5 years and suddenly don't feel like playing guitar. Yeah, it's hard. It's like going to the gym. Like, how do you force yourself to like enjoy the gym day after day after day? It's got to be the same thing with music, man, and playing guitar because you got to practice that shit constantly, or you lose it. So, and that's probably why I don't even know my way around a video editing program anymore because I haven't really touched one in years. So, but it's fun. It's good fun. It's good fun to play guitar. It's good fun to edit videos. It's good fun to do any of that shit. But you got to be in the mood for it. You know, you got to be in like the right mood for it. Otherwise, I don't like American Psycho. I don't even know how you remember that. How do you know? How do you remember? How do you know I don't like that movie, Rockstar North? There. How do you remember that? It's made by a female director. No, I don't. Oh man, now I'm sexist because I said that, right? Oh yeah, I like the funny joke one of the Mega 64 guys made about the GTA 6 announcement. Like, oh man, they just posted this teaser and they didn't even tell us what game is coming out. We don't even know what game is coming out, and they post a teaser for it. And it's obviously GTA 6, right? Like, it's not another Red Dead. You know what it is? You know what the new game Rockstar's making? It's Bully 2. Bully 2 coming soon, guys. You know, you think it's Grand Theft Auto, but you're wrong. It's Bully 2 coming soon to your Steam. Bully 2, well, the game that everybody wanted, but what the fuck was that? Like you it's like a role-playing high school. The market's already been saturated by Matt Dickey's Old School. So come on, somebody should ask about I don't know, G-Man Squad Christmas Special or Source Wars or something like that, man. Then I just made a short about the On Your Roof prank call, man, and that was one of the funniest fucking things ever. The fact that you could go on Skype and just dial up. So there was a while there, like over 15 years ago, where you could call, I think, any number on Skype for free. So we definitely took advantage of that and pranked a lot of people. But then they only made it so you could only dial 1-800 numbers for free. And that's where the On Your Roof prank call came from. So I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? Wouldn't even be surprised if the trailer is going to be another GTA Online event. I mean, I don't know. It's some way to revive the game. What do you guys think of that Half-Life 25th year? Well, yeah, it's 25, right? Half-Life 25th year anniversary. The Half-Life 25th year anniversary. They freaking updated Half-Life. There's Funk Vehicle in Half-Life 1, guys. I'm not going to go run to my computer and go play it. I'm sorry, I haven't been on Steam in a long time. But now with that Half-Life 1 update, you have Funk Vehicle in Half-Life 1, and you have a couple new maps. What else did I see? They made a few fixes. Like, that's awesome. Yeah, Funk Vehicle in Half-Life 1. It never really was a part of the original, I guess, Half-Life 1 custom design scene or whatever. So since I'm finding GMS Quest Heroes, I'm wondering how the Christmas you were able to implement the Magnuson. That was easily, that was something you spawned in Gary's mod. That was something you spawned in Gary's mod, Phantom. You could spawn that and use it as a weapon just like any other thing in Gary's mod, pretty much. Yeah, I did see the documentary Black Dragon Baron. I thought it was a little bit boring. It's hard. Like, you get these game developers who made something 25 years ago. Like, what are you going to talk about? What are you going to talk about? So it did kind of drag a little bit. I thought Gabe Newell had some fantastic sound bites. Like, being late is temporary, but suck is forever. Remember that quote from Gabe Newell in the Half-Life 25th documentary? NoClip did a fantastic job. I know. Did you see his first documentary about Half-Life? I thought it really fizzled out at the end, but everything up until then was like perfect. But like, I'm not going to complain about, because it's the production quality is like top notch. He did a great job. I can't really knock it for being anything other than boring. So the documentary was good. NoClip did a great job. So I'm happy that happened. Yeah. Made a Mario Kart map. Cool. Just like the TF2 one. Remember the TF2 Mario Kart map? That was a classic. It's nice to see like a revival in the Gold Source scene, because Gold Source is a great game. It just has that aesthetic that is just like perfect. It's just like nice, you know? It's got that nice, clean aesthetic. There's something about Half-Life 1, man. There's something about Half-Life 1. Itching to try the maps that include Funk Vehicle. Yeah. I mean, it looks like, I saw some videos of the Funk Vehicle in Half-Life 1, and it looks like the same thing. It just looks a little bit different because, it's like in Half-Life maps and stuff like that, or with Half-Life weapons. I saw NoClip. Danny did like he did a friggin' documentary about NHL 94, which is about the most random thing ever. I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. Anyways, I'm going to dick around in my kitchen. You guys leave me some comments. Give me something to talk about. I'm going to run out of things to talk about pretty soon here. We're already at 13 minutes almost, so that's pretty good for just rambling. Like I say, I have no preparation whatsoever. Vic Sauce, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I don't know if I'm doing better per se, but it's nice to come on here and just shoot the breeze for a minute. Nothing else to do. It's a fucking weekend. It's 1 o'clock on a Saturday. So I don't know. Nice goatee. Yeah, I don't know. I got to get rid of it. I got sick of people thinking I look like I'm 23 years old when I'm 10 years older than that. So what else is there to talk about? Somebody mentioned a movie that they want to talk about. Somebody mentioned a game. Somebody mentioned a video. I don't know. For the DM maps, the anniversary update, I'm astonished at how they want to mildly extend limits. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some of the new maps look kind of I don't know. They look okay. It looks like a custom map, It looks like a custom map, like some of the shit you see where TF2 and CS:GO, you got the community, just like the old days, man. Things have never really changed, where you got the community making a good custom map, and what do? It's good enough. They throw it in the official game. So that's what they were doing in CS:GO and TF2. I'm sorry, it's CS2 now. It's not CS:GO, and it's not Twitter anymore. It's X. So just let's clear that up right now. So. How many people have you killed? Not enough. My answer is sadly 0, Rockstar. It's 0. I wish it was more than 0, but I don't know. I don't want to get tried for murder. So, Bully 2. Hello, gang. Hey, what's up, Den? Give me something to talk about, man. I got nothing else to talk about. We've pretty much said everything in the last 11 or 14 minutes. I have not tried CS2. I haven't even been on Steam in a year, man. I've heard a lot of bad things. Sounds like they released it early. Sounds like they posted it too early. Like they kind of made that switch a little. They jumped the gun a little bit. That's what it looks like, because people are complaining about how there's no certain, there aren't certain maps. There's no danger zone, stuff like that. I mean, danger zone, you don't really need to worry about that. I think danger zone kind of died off. Shout out to Extreme 2K19. There you go. Shout out. But no, CS2, man. It really looks like they jumped the gun. It really does. It's a shame too. Yeah, well, you're dry. You're dry down there. That's understandable if you're looking at me. No, I don't know, man. Let me go dick around here in my kitchen for a second, and then we'll come back, and hopefully you guys gave me something to talk about. Again, I hope you guys like the shorts. Yeah, no, I'm a lunatic too, so Rockstar, there's that. But I like to think I'm a little more articulate than some of those Facebook morons. You know what I mean? I like to think I'm at least a little bit articulate, you know? Yeah, CS2 was rushed. Absolutely. I'm glad you agree. Yeah, no, CSGO, this is very, very different experience for me than the original Counter-Strike because you have people that play competitive and then just dick around. And, you know, I played competitive Counter-Strike 1.6 and nobody ever dicked around in that setting. Like, if you dicked around, you were gone in a minute. Like, I mean, look at some of the troll videos that Zombie did from Goron City. You want to talk about Zombie from Goron City? I don't know. What do you want to fucking talk about? I never actually met the guy. I talked to Frank Hassel about Zombie one time on a Twitter private message, which was about the weirdest thing I've ever done. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't got anything else done, so that's why I post that stuff. So, I mean, it's better than nothing, right? I mean, people complain that you post stuff, but what do you do? Do you post something or do you post nothing? You know, what do you do? So, I don't really want to talk about work. I worked a shitty job for 4 years. I don't really want to talk about work. Sorry, man. Can't do it. What else could they do for CS? Test for a small environment forever. Got to release it at some point, or else it'll be babying 2 competitive games. I don't know. I mean, just keep it the same. Keep it the same. That's what you got to do. Don't change it too much. You don't want to ruin, you know, don't, what's the expression? Like, don't fix what's not what isn't broken, you know? So, in terms of Counter-Strike 2, I dumped it off because I care to play 1.6, which is awesome. That's awesome, man. It's probably a lot harder than CS2. 1.6 is definitely, that's something I learned when I played CSGO, man. You go back to 1.6, and it's like, holy shit, this game's hard. It's not as easy as I remember. Like, yeah, it's again, it's like we were talking about that guy who's talking about music. Talking to the guy who was talking about getting burned out playing guitar. I was talking about getting burned out from video editing. You got to do that shit constantly or you lose your touch. So, I don't know. JS Soynatos. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Landstorm. I'm a soy boy. That's right. You got me. I'm a soy boy. So, I don't know what made me soy, but okay. Just because I like to talk and tell the truth. I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with talking, telling stories. Like, that's what everybody fucking does. Who doesn't do that? So, anyways. Anti-cheat is just the same thing. Yeah. Oh, God. Anti-cheat, like, they always act like, oh, yeah, we got the right anti-cheat this time. We got foolproof shit. And then still people hack the game like no problem. Like all the Battlefield games, like, oh, yeah, we're going to bring out, what was it called, Punk Busters or something like that? Oh, yeah, we got the anti-cheat system of anti-cheat systems. And then it's like, oh, guess what? There's still hackers. Nothing's changed. Everything still sucks. So I don't know. CS Source, I'm sure people still play. 1.6, yeah, it's fun. You know, I remember does anybody here remember when I hosted a NipperMap server? The problem with that was a lot of people on my friends list didn't even have 1.6, even back then. This is years ago. So we couldn't really play NipperMaps if people only had Counter-Strike Source and CSGO. So, yeah. And then you got the money system thing with the trade market. I can't imagine all the corrupt shit that goes on with the inventory shit and the skin trading and shit like that. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, that's right. Nickerish. Cool, man. I did hear about that. I'm not going to be there. But there is a Half-Life 1 Zombie Panic. I saw them posted on social media, Nickerish. So apparently they got a Half-Life 1 Zombie Panic event. They're pretty much taking a note from what Half-Life 1 did with their 25th anniversary or whatever. But that's cool to see. God, Half-Life 1's really 25 years old. I do have a Discord, but it's nothing special. It's just too stupid. I do check Discord once in a while. But I do have one, and I don't check it. And nobody else does either. Yeah. But no, Zombie Panic devs, they're cool. They're cool. You can tell like they care a little bit. So, all right. Any last words? I don't think we got enough to go another 20 minutes. Anybody got any last comments or something like that? Yeah, Half-Life is officially old to rent a Funk vehicle. Oh yeah, 25. You better be. Yeah. Wait, how old do you have to be? 21? Probably have to be 21. So, I hope you guys like the shorts. I hope you guys like the community post. That's all I got. I ain't going to be posting anything more higher effort because that time is come and gone, man. We all know when it's time to walk away. Like, especially when you get older, when you get my age, you'll know when to walk away from the deal. So, anybody else got any more comments? Here, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. But leave some comments. I'm probably done. We already went 20 minutes, and I actually had things to talk. I thought I was gonna like sit here like an idiot, like this, just like waiting for people to like comment and stuff. But we actually had some comments. We actually had some things to talk about. I said some things. So, any recommendations for shorts? Yeah, like, do you have any like certain videos? I'll write them down right now. If you have any certain things you want me to talk about, I'll write them down right now and we'll fucking get it going. But I don't know, man. I live a boring life now, man. This is my life now. I'm old. I'm kind of getting a tiny bit fat. Not really. I actually am losing weight, but it looks like I'm fucking gaining weight. Does anybody else have a similar experience? I'm losing weight, but it looks like I haven't lost a fucking pound. So, but yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, that On Your Roof prank call was a pretty good short, because that's exactly what happened, man. Like, so it was me and three other guys in Crackbone. Well, no, three other guys in Crackbone, and then we could still call a 1-800 number on top of that. And like I say, it was very nice to read a comment that said, this is like the best prank call of all time, and I really appreciate that. I know Crackbone probably did it before. I think that was the first time he did the On Your Roof prank call, but then he did it again later, and we included that in a couple other videos, but we don't want to talk about that. So, I don't know, man. I haven't talked to any of the guys in a while. I do talk to Boris still. I still talk to Boris. He's a good guy. He's out there on the West Coast living it up. Me, I'm still stuck in Michigan, and you're welcome to come join me and make this place less of a miserable hell. I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? This is, like I say, this is probably the end of the line here. We went 20-some minutes. We did pretty good. So I'm probably going to say goodbye now. Yeah, why don't I just say goodbye right now? Any last-minute comments? Down a ditch. Well, thank God I'm not in Ohio. But there's plenty of ditches up here in Michigan, too. So everybody's doing pretty good from what I remember, Denver. I'm going to call you Denver. But anyways, everybody, from what I understand, like, there's nobody who's in, like, a really rough place or anything. We're all doing okay, from what I understand. I don't know. I don't talk to anybody, so I don't really know. But I would probably hear if somebody died or something like that, and I don't think anybody's died. So that's one thing we can tell you. You know, we're not like Kitty 0706, or we're not like Zombie from Goron City. All of us are still alive. We're all still alive. Thank God. Amen. None of us have died yet, although probably some of us should have died a couple of times, especially in our 20s. A lot of us were fucking crazy in our 20s, man. I'm sure you guys have similar experiences as well, where you were just a fucking nut in your 20s. God, especially like my mid to late 20s, man. I was a fucking psycho, you know? So it's nice to talk to everybody. Yeah, Zombie and Kitty 07. Well, Kitty 0706 died from cancer, which is horrible. That's horrible. And it really caused shockwave in the face punch community. Yeah, that caused major shockwaves in the face punch community, unfortunately. So, and he was a good TF2 guy. Like, oh man, we got to talk about TF2 maybe before I leave. Just these TF2 kids are just totally. They're floored by the Half-Life anniversary. The TF2 kids hate the fact that Half-Life 1 got an update and Team Fortress 2 didn't. And I think that's fucking hilarious. That's what I'm going to end on. You poor Team Fortress 2 kids, man. Half-Life 1 got an update before you did. Half-Life 1! Game's 25 years old. They updated that game before your game. You keep getting teased. Oh my god. No, I don't know. I liked them. I was a big fan of Vanilla Team Fortress 2, but once they added all the cosmetics and all the gameplay changes, I kind of tuned out. I lost interest. At least in Counter-Strike, yeah, you had like the different player models you could play as, but it didn't really feel like a different game. You know, with Team Fortress 2, every time they made an update, it felt like a different game, and I didn't really get down with that. I guess I don't know. I like things to stay the same. I don't like change. A lot of people don't like change, but yeah, no. Team Fortress 2, man, those kids were so upset. They were so upset about Half-Life 1 getting updated. It's nice that it feels like home, man. Well, it's nice talking to you guys. Any last-minute comments before I go? I'm going to go try and do something this weekend because I have nothing to do this weekend. I might as well go to the gym. I'm not very buff yet. I'm still fucking weak as shit, but I'm trying to go to the gym, at least, which is better than nothing. You know, you feel right at home when you're next to, like, the old fucking people at the gym, right? Because they're weak as shit, too, and they're not very, very good at working out. So try to hang out with the old guys. So Denver sounds like my kind of guy. Sitting in the basement playing vanilla TF2 while you're drinking whiskey. Yeah, that sounds about right. Being engineer too, not pyro. Well, that's better than being pyro. So yeah, lifting's hard. Lifting's hard, man, because you think about how much you don't want to lift the whole time you're doing it, especially when you get older. So if you're young, if you're in your early 20s, go now. Do it now. Otherwise, you're not going to want to do it in 10 years. So engineer, main, well, that's cool. So anyways, last minute comments before I go. I'm leaving in a minute. I don't know. I got no good advice for anybody. I'm kind of a deadbeat myself. I don't really do very much anymore. I'm not in Ohio. I'm in Michigan, dude. I'm north of Ohio. We just see Michigan, Ohio has that rivalry, you know, that goes back in history where, you know, we had some disputes about, where should the border be and how much should Ohio get? How much should Michigan get? So, you know, being from Michigan, I'm from Michigan, not Ohio. Being from Michigan, you know, it's normal and it's customary to kind of tease and make fun of Ohio. So, I don't know. That's pretty much where the Ohio stuff came from. I know. I noticed we even got comments on G-Man Squad too about how, like, the episode, I got comments recently like, oh man, this is where the origin of Ohio jokes came from, and we weren't the first ones to make fun of Ohio. Favorite griefing video might be the Team Roomba videos, man. Nice to see you here, dude. You're a long timer. The Team Roomba TF2 videos, speaking of TF2, but then some of the Goron City ones, the Goron City Christmas special. That is my favorite griefing video ever. The Goron City Christmas special. I mean, it's very crude, very horrible language. You've seen that, right, dude? You've seen the Goron City Christmas special. That's got to be easily top 3. The Halloween special is like a meme that everybody quotes now. And I mean, yeah, there's a couple funny parts, but the Christmas special is like funny from beginning to end. There's a part where so in the Goron City Christmas special, they're rushing B, and he throws a flashbang to blind one of his teammates that's going into the bomb site, and then he stands behind him to block him, and the guy just freaks out like, oh my God! And it's like the funniest 5 seconds I've ever seen in Counter-Strike. And yeah, some of his Gmod videos were pretty good. Yeah, the MyGot ones were good, but the MyGot ones were kind of weird. I don't know. Zombie's a fellow Michigander, speaking of Michigan, but unfortunately he kind of grew up in the wrong part of town. He grew up kind of like, so Zombie, you guys know that Zombie died of a heroin overdose or whatever. He grew up, I can tell you this, I'm going to say northeast of Detroit. I think he grew up west of Detroit. He grew up someplace, I don't know. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to give out too much personal information about me or him. But you can imagine living not far from Detroit. You're surrounded by drugs. You're surrounded by things and stuff like that. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, Chad Salad. Nice to talk to you, man. Yeah, or east of Detroit or west of Detroit. I think he's buried west of Detroit. I don't want to say where. I don't think that's appropriate because, like, I slept with a girl. Okay, I guess we are getting personal. I slept with a girl that's from there. So, yeah, he grew up in kind of like a hick town, and I imagine there's not much to do there besides drugs. So I heard he was always on pills. I talked to Frank Hassel about Zombie. Yeah. It's a pretty sad state of affairs. If you got people on your Ventrilo server egging you to do stupid shit, and that's what happened with Zombie. That's exactly what happened with Zombie. When you go online and you're like high on pills or you're doing drugs, you're gonna have people who are gonna fucking be immature as hell and like tell you to like overdose and die. And guess what? That's what happened. You guys didn't know that? None of you guys knew this? I don't know. I mean, I was just interested because he's a fellow Michigander, and of course, people always ask me, "Hey, have you ever seen his videos? Hey, have you ever seen Zombie's videos?" But I can't believe you guys didn't know that. Yeah, it's a sad thing. So don't get addicted to pills. Don't get addicted to heroin, especially during COVID. Man, I looked up the overdose numbers during COVID, and it was atrocious around the Detroit area. It was scary as hell. And so I guess don't do drugs. Don't do fentanyl. I actually just watched one of what's that guy? Andrew Callahan? Andrew Callahan's videos about San Francisco. I actually liked it. About a guy who's addicted to fentanyl. I actually liked that video. So, okay. Anything else before I go? We got 14 people here, so I don't really want to leave, but I got nothing else to talk about. I mean, I don't want to keep talking about Zombie, a kid that died from an overdose. Like, I have a couple friends that have died of overdoses, and they're gone now, and their parents. I can tell you this story, man, about drugs. Like, if we want to get into the drug kind of shit, I was there one time when I had a friend, like in 2015, who I was there when his mom said, like, I don't want to have to bury one of my own children, and he died a year ago of a heroin overdose. So guess what, lady? You have to bury your child. You got to bury your child. So, all right. I know. That's a really depressing note to end on. Mom that has to bury a kid because the kid died of a heroin overdose. But I've never done it, thank God. I've done other drugs, obviously. I think we all have. You're going to fall into that trap in your 20s. My recommendation is just don't do them. Don't do them at all. You're going to have the party scene. You're going to have the college scene. Just don't do them. It's not going to work. You're just going to want more. And like all these idiots that talk about like microdosing drugs, you're a bunch of fucking liars. You don't microdose. You macrodose. You don't microdose, you macrodose. And that's why you have all these overdose deaths. Okay, wow, this is a horrible note to end on. I'm so sorry. What can we talk about besides this? I'm not getting any comments, so I think we're going to be done here. But anyways, goodbye. Nice. Hey, at least we kind of ended this on like a note where like I'm trying to end it on a positive things. Yeah, don't do drugs. Don't do drugs. So, anyways, we'll see you guys. Hope everybody has a good holiday. You too, Chad Salad. Nice to talk to you. Yeah, you don't want to be like Zombie, man. Otherwise, you're going to be buried in a grave in a hick town in Waterford, Michigan. And, you don't want to end up like that. Your parents are going to be your family. Think about your family. Okay. Well, nice. Have a good Christmas, everybody. Have a good Christmas. We're going to need things to talk about, though, if we're going to do this again, because I was only able to ramble for about 35 minutes. So if we do this again, you guys got to, like, shoot me just in the chat. Just, like, talk about this, talk about that, talk about this. So hope you guys enjoy the shorts. I'll keep trying to post those if I can think of them. You're always free to leave me a comment. I do read them. I check my YouTube daily. Obviously, this is my YouTube account, so I check it daily. So, happy Christmas. I don't want to show you the house. Gonna overdose on Xanados. Gonna overdose on... that's a horrible thing to overdose on, man. You could probably find something better than that. Yeah, it would be fun. But it's nice seeing you guys. It's nice talking to you all. We got 16 people here, so I don't really want to leave, but I got nothing else to say. So, 35 minutes. We're done here. Have a good night, everybody. Do something fun this weekend. I'm going to go to the gym, try and be productive. Do something productive. Have a good night.